we normally get a track and hum to each other.
Yeah, and also it helps.
Get our little sticky phone thing out.
Yeah, dictaphone. And a funny word. And then we.
I knew you were going to go there.
Well, dictaphone and pianist are just such funny words.
Pianist. It doesn't even sound like penis. You say that all the time.
Anyway, so.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Get in. Hey, how are you? Welcome to my disco shed.
I love it.
Yeah.
What were you just saying? Do you have
a glittery ball? You've got a glitter ball?
There's one here. There's these ones, these are kind of like, they're supposed to be planters.
Oh, yeah.
But we turned it into Captain Planter. He's Captain Planter, so he just sort of sits there, ready to go.
Nice.
He's our hero.
Coming that way.
Come
Can't
in.
beat a glitter ball.
Yeah, we've
How
got
have
a
you
few.
been?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How's the last 18 months been? Because it's been mental for you.
Not really. Well, yes.
It's been
mental.
Fun. It's been
mental,
fun
yes.
mental. Yeah, it's been really busy. We've had lots going on. Lots of writing. Lots of tracks getting in the charts and on the radio. So, yeah, we're doing really well.
Was you affected by the pandemic at all? But obviously, there's two of you. Are you in different locations?
No, we weren't actually.
No, because we were allowed to. Well, even when we weren't allowed to be in the same location, we worked remotely anyway.
Oh, okay, cool.
Quite a lot. So, but then when things eased up a bit, you were allowed to actually work in recording studios and do recording. So we just did little tests and met up with each other.
And
that's cool.
The DJs were at home, so they were sending us loads of toplines.
Yeah,
it kept us busy.
That really kept us busy, isn't it? Because they were, all the producers were sitting at home, and DJs, not gigging, so they were sending us loads of tracks to write to. So I think that's why we just it was quite good for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice to just stop as well.
Yeah,
on a not be so overwhelmed with everything going on at once.
Yeah.
In our own lives and families, it was just nice to just stop and just focus a little bit just on music, because the whole world had stopped, so we was able to kind of express feelings, emotions through our music, which was a lot of people were doing, actually. A lot of creative. It's just the musicians that were playing out live that really suffered. Well, us production ones in house, we were luckily weren't affected.
Yeah, that's mad. I guess from a top line point of view, there's like a whole host of, like you're saying, emotions to draw from it, obviously, for that period as well.
Yeah, we did it. We had a track out, which we did for, was it DOD? DOD.
Yeah.
And it was called "When Will I See You Again?" Basically.
He called it Moments.
He called it Moments, yeah. But the lyric was "When will I see you?"
And it was about the pandemic.
'Cause I'm waiting for the moment that I can.
And it was really sad because it sounds great in the clubs, but the clubs weren't open.
Yeah.
So that was the only downside.
But what we're finding now is that now that festivals and clubs are open, all those songs that we did in lockdown are suddenly picking up again because they're being played at festivals and clubs. One in particular that we did with
it was North Base, a group called North Base.
Ah, yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to the North Base. They're sick.
Shout out to North Base.
We did a drum and bass track with them, and
we love that song. Like, it's great when the songs that we actually love do well and you hear it in the crowds singing back to us. It's magical.
Yeah,
really
Dean
magical.
from North Base he keeps sending us these videos of when he's out in the clubs playing it, and it's just mad.
The crowd are just singing
and
along.
Singing it, so we're like, they're singing the
wicked.
lyrics and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice. It's a really good feeling.
That's great. Like, yeah, because I was looking this morning, like some music we could play during the chat, and yeah, you do. There's a. It's not. I thought it was kind of all one genre, but you are literally multi-genre. Your vocals are used on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you know, we did a writing session with a Nashville guy the other day, which was great, which was just piano and good old-fashioned songwriting, you know, just sing along a piano. Which is always
sick.
It's a nice way to write. It's a good way to write.
I think because we're like songwriters that aren't particularly precious. Like we weren't trying to be artists. We just wanted to make good music in whatever form. But it just so happens that we can sing, you know, do a little rap now and then or whatever the artist or label
I tend not
needs.
to rap, I might say, or do the ragga.
Yeah,
I get my mate to do that.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
No, multi strings.
Yeah, but I mean, it's fun. It makes it fun. Like no day's the same. We can get a piano house track. We can get a drum and bass track. We can get, you know, a fusion, kind of like a basement jacks type vibe, or we can just be really spoken on it. Or so, and we're not really precious about our vocals being distorted or, you know, used in any way. So it really gives the DJs free reign to kind of put their own stamp on it as well. It's a great collaboration with that.
But what we always do is we always edit our own vocals before they go anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we always
really
do all the
important to
editing
do that,
and any tidy ups or anything. And I think that's why we get a lot of placements, because our top lines are, there you go, ready to go.
Yeah, it's like a factory.
You haven't got to do all the cutting up, tidying up, because we've done it.
I mean, the DJs still do, like they put a formant on it, or, you know, make the voice sound a bit distorted, which is great. But they're starting with, you know,
a beautiful tidy
vocals.
I never knew that there would be a point where you would do your stuff and they would do like I just saw. I don't know. I literally don't know what happens in the process. So like, for me, that's just eye opening for starters.
So we've got our lovely studio, which we're in now, and because we both produce music, even though we're girls, and we produce all our vocals. We've got a little vocal booth there, and we put vocals down.
Show you a little tour. Give you a tour.
Yeah, go for it.
There's not much to tour.
There's your vocal. Nice.
That's the vocal booth.
Yeah.
You see?
So there's a sparkly light.
That's me. Oh, no, there. Oh. Yeah, that's the vocal booth. I put the light on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Anyway,
see my big head.
It's like cribs.
Big head in the way.
Yeah.
And who lives in a house like this? And that's our little studio with our nice speakers.
See the vocal booth? The light on.
Di's at the vocal booth now.
Yeah.
And we have nice lighting in our studio because it makes you feel better. Well, I've got balance out there. Di and I are. Where are you gone?
I'm here.
She's just fiddling around with the light.
Just fiddling with the light. Fiddling. There.
Oh look, she's put the little recording light on.
Oh, nice. Oh.
You know, there are lots of female producers out there that people don't know about, really. So we've been producing our own stuff. We've done a track with Nadia Rose, who's a rapper who's quite well known. But that's coming out soon, and we're going to do an EP with various amazing singers that we know.
That's cool. So let's go backwards. Let's start from the start. So you can tell people kind of how you started and where you, like, how we got to this point of you making you are now,
and also why we're called the Melody Men.
Yeah.
And we are girls,
because we used to be men.
We were born girls. We're not like, we haven't changed.
No jokes aside, years ago when people used to phone me and I didn't want to speak, so I'd answer the phone and I'd say, "Oh, is Lou there?" And I'd go, "No, she's not in at the moment." Sorry.
Yeah, she could do really good man voice, which doesn't help.
But yeah, promise.
We're girls
here.
Yeah,
but we tell them why we're called the Melody Men then.
Well, I don't know. It kind of happens organically, because people ask, "Well, what did we do?" and we're like, oh, well, we're Topline. We do like melodies. And people didn't really know what the word Topline meant.
Yeah, no, people
So
don't understand it.
It was just like, oh, we're writing melodies. We're like, you know,
we're melody men.
And it just came like
from
that. But originally there was 3 of us.
Yeah.
And we met through a friend of mine who introduced me and Lou together.
Yeah.
So I was like the last melody man
melody
to come in. But Lou and my mate Amy were working together, but then she left to do her own thing, and
so
here
we just carried on. So
and we just kind of carried on from there. But I mean, when we met each other, it was just instant, you know.
Yeah. We laugh a lot.
Yeah, we do. We have such a great time.
We think we're really funny.
Yeah, I mean, people come to the studio and they leave quite tired.
Yeah.
And
they generally need a lay down.
Yeah. But, you know.
Cool.
Oh, we're frozen.
But we...
Are you all right?
But I was going to say, do you want to know about our past, Graham? Like
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go right. Go into the dark. So before we go into dark and deeper, so obviously you're the kind of male plural in the name. Do you then get people emailing and go, "Hey, dude," or "Hey, guys," or "Hey, like"?
In the beginning,
Yeah.
yes,
Especially
in the beginning, yeah. But now that they kind of
Lou, it sounds like Lewis or whatever. And
yeah,
Di could be a bloke's name. Could be Welsh, couldn't you? Hello, Di. I can't do a Welsh accent. but yeah. So yeah, we used to get emails. All right, mate. Thanks for sending the stems, mate.
Yeah. Or they thought that if the girls did come in, if there was a girl's name, they probably thought that we were just the admin
or the tea lady.
Yeah.
Well, we're all of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had guys come into the studio and just kind of like wait to think, because they think that it's us, or you know, give us pats on the head. I mean, Lou's had someone come and pat her on the head and go, "Oh, well done," for you know how the equipment works. Like really condescending. Gosh. You want to kick them in the face.
You can't do
responses that we've had, but it's gotten better over time. Honestly,
it's
in the last couple of years, it's great, and I think because we naturally gravitated to other women in music as well, we're seeing a lot more of women in music. But we started with no kind of goal in mind other than just to make good songs. Music. We didn't know if things were going to get taken. We got loads of rejections, you know, initially. Even finding our sound, you know, the way we work together as well, the workflow, because we all came from different points in music. So that even had to kind of find its way.
So how did you start out, Diana Fearon?
So I started through my family, really. My uncle was a famous pop artist in the 80s called Phil Fearon. Phil Fearon. Yeah, it's my uncle.
Galaxy. You know, dancing tight, I ain't gonna let you go. You know that one?
I'm going to find it right now. I need
Galaxy.
To
So that's Di's uncle.
And then he went on to do Baby D, Let Me Be Your Fantasy.
No way.
Yeah, it's my uncle and my auntie. I was actually supposed to be in the video, like I was dancing and as a kid, but I don't think they thought it was appropriate. Let me be your fantasy, and then a kid dancing. So yeah, it's from my family. Started doing stuff.
That's mental.
Just natural. Yeah, just natural. I used to be on the potty, and I'd hear my uncle making beats downstairs, and I would just be like, "Yeah, this is sick." So they used to use me like as a little guinea pig if the beat's good or not, if I would be nodding my head. But they did everything at my grandma's house. They had the studio at the grandma's house. The girls used to come round. Used to have a different auntie every week.
Oh, no way.
And it was just a fun house of just pure music, pure vibes. And I just got the bug from young. Loved it.
I actually went and did a session at Phil Fearon's house.
Yeah, she says this when I was a baby.
Yeah, well, I think you weren't quite a baby. It was so rude.
It was. It's at my grandma's house.
It was
in Kensal Rise.
In Kensal Rise, cheeky bitch. Yeah, so it was. Yeah, I remember that. That was cool. I was very excited to be around Phil Fearon's house.
Yeah, like it was just crazy. People just used to be so excited about my uncle, and I just used to be like,
"Well, he was cool."
It's all right.
I used to do loads of session singing. That's how I started out, doing weird adverts for like weird things like CityLink. They were this courier company. I had to do that.
I thought he was going to say.
I remember
City.
Porn.
Voiceover for porn.
Voiceover. Loads of voiceovers for porn. I did. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lie. I didn't.
Is that how you started?
But there's still time, Di. There's still time.
Desperate time.
Especially now we belong to a Dutch company.
We should get in there. We
Yeah.
should talk to them about
Dirty
that.
sex party.
Yeah. Get in there. Get in there early.
Anyway, this is really wrong. Yeah, so I was a session singer for ages and ages, and then I did loads of like works with bands, and then normal functiony bands. Then I did quite a lot of what was called ghost singing in the 90s for people who couldn't sing.
Like, tell them who you
No,
ghost
not
sang.
allowed to. That's why you sign an NDA, which you can't repeat who it
Oh.
is. So yeah, I used to do a lot of that. All sorts of weird, wonderful things. I wrote a really bad caption song for Ryanair, which I'm not going
Right.
to sing you. Which they played on the planes a lot, and it annoyed people. I've done loads of stuff. In fact, I
That's
can't
mental.
remember. Oh, and I sang for Foreigner. I did some backing vocals for them. I want to know what love is.
Yeah.
Did some stuff for them, live stuff. Yeah, bits, all sorts of things. Half of it I can't remember. It was hazy days.
She's naughty. Naughty.
She's
Lily.
naughty. She's
Naughty
naughty.
Lily.
Very naughty. Well, she's not
That's
like
cool.
that now.
We're very well
We're
behaved
not
now.
like that now.
We're very well behaved.
It's funny because
Okay.
people say, well, I was saying to our manager, because we've got a brilliant manager, shout out to Steve
Oh,
Burton,
shout out to Steve Burton.
and why we're called the Melody Men. And I was going to say, people say it's because, is it because we're naming it after our two favourite things?
Oh yeah,
Melody and men.
Melody and Men. No,
That's
it's
wrong
not.
as well. It sounds a bit wrong. Sounds like we should be
Does
doing
sound a bit
another
wrong.
type of business.
You're eating Diana's obsessed with salted KP nuts.
Sorry.
They gotta be They gotta be KP.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got some exciting news to tell you that we keep forgetting.
Go for it.
We have just signed a major publishing deal to the awesome Cloud9 Music, who are a Dutch-based company.
Because of that, we can give you a record.
Woo! Yeah. I like that.
We can also give you the applause.
Oh.
And because it's because it's super amazing news, we also have. I'm a big Hulk fan, so we also have the Hulk Smash, which is like the ultimate.
Oh yeah! I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know what relevance that has, but
We never watched
Zero.
the Hulk.
Zero.
but I love
We
the
just-
sound.
We just think it's a big old smash, so we just like
Yeah, love it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Smash.
that's great. Thank you.
Love it.
So you signed to Cloud9. I literally have no idea how this works. So what is that going to give you? What is that going to help you with? What door is that going to open up for you? Like, what does that even let's go into the real basics. What does it even mean for other vocalists? Because obviously there's probably vocalists watching or might be watching afterwards.
Yeah.
What does that mean for the like, how does that help you?
Basically, it gives us an opportunity for them to collect our publishing as well, because we have quite a good catalogue of music.
Yep.
But it also allows us to work with other, because they've got the resources and artists and producers for us to cross over to them as well. So it just
Right.
opens up our tools even more.
Our writing potential.
Yes,
as well,
and
massively.
production as well.
Good old Steve. He's been getting us all our writing opportunities, so it's a bit less pressure off him. Although he can't lie back and drink a mojito just yet.
I mean, the goal would be to really be in the charts, because that's something we've had a lot of
Mainstream
radio
chart.
success, we've had a lot of club success, but it would be great to go in the mainstream chart. That's kind of what we'd love, and to get an award.
She wants to get an award.
I want to get an award.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Let's have
Exactly.
awards.
Like, who doesn't? I really want an
doesn't?
award.
Who doesn't? I had an OBE. I had an OBE on the other week, and I really want one of those. But like,
Oh, so do
No.
I.
lifetime goal, isn't it?
I know
Lifetime
people that have OBEs, but they're,
You just got to kind of keep going, don't you? And maybe someone will give you one day.
Yeah, we're hopeful. We're
Have a couple of meetings
hopeful.
with friends.
So-
And then get an award. That's what they do in government, sponsors. Isn't it?
Right, but we haven't got the money to go sponsoring anybody,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It's the annoying
People,
thing.
they're saying in the chat, long lunches.
Yeah,
Long lunches. Yeah, I would love to get an award.
Yeah,
It's nice
we
just
will.
to hold
We're hanging in there.
a good
What else
award,
have we
not
got
a
coming?
shit song award.
Oh, we've got a song coming out with the very legendary Heather Small soon.
No way. Tell me about that.
What have
Can we
you
say it was
done
written for
today
someone
to
else?
make you feel
Can we
proud?
say it was written for someone else?
No, I don't think we can say that.
Oh, okay.
So did you write that song and then she's singing it with you, or how's that working?
We wrote it with the amazing Michael Gray, you know, who did
Yeah.
I can't wait for the weekend to begin.
That song.
Michael Gray of that fame. Mark Knight, who's we've got a track
Cool
out
name.
with, who's
Yeah.
an amazing DJ, and us.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically whatever songs don't get used. Like if we
Mm.
pitched a song for a certain artist or DJ and it doesn't get used, we kind of
See
reuse.
who else might like it.
We use
Okay.
the vocals and
Yeah.
pass them on, just so that nothing gets kind of.
We hate
Wasted.
wastage.
And that's kind of a good formula that we have, and it keeps the tracks coming out really.
What's the process for you? Do you write and then pitch, or do people come to you and pitch? How's that work?
People come to us,
People come to us now. It's really
Yeah.
exciting.
and if they
Before
don't
we were
use
like,
it, then we just
Please,
pass
can
it
we
on.
write on your track? Please, can we write on
Yeah.
your track? Please, can we? And now it's like, well, we might not want to write on your track.
Yeah.
No, we don't
Nice.
really. We're not
Don't
really
do
like
that.
that.
I was gonna say, fucking hell.
No, of course we don't do that.
No,
We
not at
we
all.
we write on whatever sounds good and that makes us excited.
Yeah, if we're not feeling it, we'll say, you know what, we're not feeling this
Yeah.
one, because there's no point
Yeah.
trying to force it.
Yeah. No,
Do you
Well,
listen
we
to the track?
definitely-
Do you listen to the track for, and then say right on top of the track? Is that how you're?
That's normally the process. Then we start humming.
Yeah, melodies. That's
Humming melodies, and
yeah.
then we start
Yeah.
writing lyrics, or sometimes the lyrics come at the same time as the melody.
Yeah.
So yes, generally we write on the top of a track. Then if sometimes if those top lines aren't taken by
Hmm.
that particular person, then we send out a folder of just the top lines, the acapellas. So basically
Okay.
just the singing, and DJs work around it. But it seems better when it's actually writing to a track.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you were in that phase of please can we sing on your track? How did you get on more tracks? Like, because I know there'll be a few there's obviously vocalists that are struggling or just not getting their music on tracks or not being found. Like, how did you get into this phase where people are coming to you?
Well, I think we were really lucky to work with one of our favourite DJs, producers, Mason, who's Dutch.
Yep.
He's bonkers. And
Yep.
we did one track with him called Rhino, and then we did Dance Shake Move.
Yeah,
that
and
got on to
Boots,
go on. Yeah.
Colgate, Vodaphone, done really well.
So I think once we'd started to get up to that level,
Organically,
it's just
started,
grown organically.
yeah.
But it is a really hard business to get into. I think having a manager's sort of quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and also it's really annoying to say, but the fact that he is a man, because it is such a male-dominated world, has been nice to kind of be the conduit when the bullshit does start.
Yeah,
You know,
Mm.
he
we
can kind of
we
be
don't
the
get
bad
the blame.
guy, and you know we can stay creative
Yeah,
That's cool.
because it can kill morale sometimes when
it can.
you're dealing with so much male ego.
I'm sorry, we love men, but sometimes
called
we
lazy men,
do
yeah.
have that battle where we they're just being difficult women.
Yeah, you know, and we've heard it, we've seen it. You know, when you see the difference between when they deal with us as women and then they deal with our manager.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's just a different level of respect, which is a shame.
Have you had lots of struggles? Is this something we can talk about with you guys? I was thinking about this morning when I was having a run. Like the last 3 years, there's been this massive kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but kind of let's just be more inclusive. You know, has things improved, or is it just as bad? You know?
Do you know what? I think the voicing of women in music is a lot louder. So you see it a lot more in social medias. You see more events about women in music, women speaking about music. But in the actual business side, it hasn't really changed. It's all same old white guys in the backgrounds making the decisions. You know, trying to write songs for young girls. You know, and that bit still hasn't changed. So I think until the system of that changes, you'll begin to see a lot more, you know, actual change rather than just the look of it. Does that make sense? Because right now I feel like everyone's...
Yeah. Interestingly, our lawyer is a female, isn't she? Helen.
Yes, Helen Sale.
And she's shout out to Helen Sale. She's really interesting to talk to because she's obviously been a lawyer for many, many years. You know, she often says something that she would say, you know, with balls, you know, she'd be, she's just a stroppy woman, you know.
Yeah.
Rather than being an assertive man.
Yeah, or you're on your period. I mean?
You get, you've got your period, love.
Yeah.
You know, you're not allowed to be, you know, too assertive, I think. I do think it's starting to change. I do find still now, like we say, we can be in a studio and we can be working, building a track, and someone can come in and be surprised that we can actually do it.
Yeah, and a lot of the girl singers that we work with have never worked with a female producer before.
Yes, that's
they say
interesting.
that to us all the time. I've never worked with a female producer before. This is really...
Nearly every time.
And to be honest, neither had I. I became that producer. I've never worked with a female one.
I worked with one, I worked with one who was at a company called Peer Music, Wendy. She was an amazing sound engineer, but that was in the late 90s, 2000, and she was just, you know, there weren't any. So yeah, most girls that come here, well, and the boys, when they come, they always want to come back.
Yeah, definitely the boys. Yeah,
they always want to come back.
Yeah,
because we do try and make it fun. That's important.
Yeah, we're ourselves. We are ourselves. I mean, we want, you know, we do treat this like a job. So we'll start at a certain time and we'll finish at 5 or 4. You know what I mean? Because we want to have a life afterwards and energy as well. To kind of come in the next day. Because sometimes we produce, but sometimes we've got a top line as well. So no day's the same. And
I think sometimes, I mean, every now and then we'll do a late one, won't we? But those sort of days for me are gone because I find them unproductive working too late at night.
I prefer to do things early and
bang it out in the day and make it really proper hours.
Yeah, I'm an early person. I start silly early, but I hear you on the early for sure. Can we play some music? Should we play some music?
What are you gonna play? What, of ours or just?
What do you want to? What can we play of yours? Yeah,
Let's have moments. That's about the lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll play that one first. So that was cool. That was Moments by DOD and you guys. let's go back to that view. We'll have these little musical interludes every so often. So we'll talk some stuff and then we'll play a track. So you can whatever tracks you want to play, we'll line them up.
Nice. This is great. We should have got some lunch in.
Yeah. To be fair, I want to go into your shed because it looks so sparkly, and it looks like it's got air conditioning.
Yeah, he looks.
It's not. It's just got a fan that's just pointing directly at me. Yeah, we built this. When we moved in this house, we had this. We had like, well, we got a shed. What should we do with it? And it became like our party shed. Our shed 54.
Nice.
And then basically just down there is a big old trunk of fancy dress.
Oh, nice.
And
I
sort of
love
now
a bit of fancy dress.
And now
Sounds a little bit swingery. Sounded a little
I love the way you said that though.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit swingery.
Costumes and party shed. Is that what we're calling it now?
Come into my party shed.
Oh dear. If you've got questions in the chat for the ladies, drop them in the chat and I'll ask them. Don't worry. We'll get
ask
them
us
over.
anything.
Well, really?
Yeah, ask us anything. Honestly, we're ready.
Actually, you say about stuff in it. We actually have blindfolded my assistant in here for a live stream, so it does get a bit weird in here.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing wrong with a bit of blindfolding on a Wednesday morning.
Go for it.
I rang him and said, we're going to blindfold you today. And he went, oh, okay then.
Yeah, exactly. Or again.
Is he on minimum wage? We need to put that man's wage up.
Do you know what it was? We got sent two of these pairs of these headphones, and you have to build them because they're AI ones, and we had a competition to see who could blindfoldly make them first.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, did he win?
No, I think it was I think I won, but yeah. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, where are we up to? Where's my questions? I think the questions have gone out the window. Biff Music says, how do you start working on a top line? What is the process?
First of all, hey Biff, thanks for your question.
Hey, thanks for your question.
It depends because our great manager at the moment, he would send us a request from a DJ or an artist. They would send us the track, and then we would write to that.
By humming.
Or they might take the vocals from one of our previous folders and want us to write a bit more to that.
Yeah, our acapella folders.
Yeah, because sometimes it would just be a verse and a chorus idea, and they'd want a bit more like ad libs or vibes, stuff like that. So that's how we're working at the moment when it comes to the top lining side. Also,
I was just going to say, with top lining, people often say to me and you, what's top lining?
Yeah.
So I always describe it as it's what the singer sings. So they sing the melody and the lyrics. That's what we write. So we write the melody. So it's almost like a sax player riffing on top of music. We do that with our voices. So that's how we normally get a track and hum to each other.
Yeah, and also it helps. Get
our little sticky phone thing out.
Yeah, dictaphone. And a funny word. And then we.
I knew you were going to go there.
Well, dictaphone and pianist are just such funny words.
Pianist. It doesn't even sound like penis. You say that all the time.
Anyway, so another way of top lining, just in case they're asking in terms of a subject, like how do we top line and write like for a subject. So that's important as well to know the direction that the song is going.
Yes. Sorry,
we don't sometimes just want to write about being in the club, putting your hands up and all that. We like to try and keep something.
Would the producer come with that kind of like I want the song to come about this? You do that. Okay,
he might come with a reference though.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might send
references,
like a YouTube link of a song, like could you write it? You know.
But that could be quite funny sometimes because they might do three references, and one might be like
Kylie Minogue,
and one might be like Metallica. You think, well, how's it going to...
Yeah,
okay, so you want to mix between Metallica and Kylie Minogue. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
exactly. They could be really obscure. They could be obscure references.
Like a little bit high, but a little bit low, a little bit left, but a little bit right.
A little bit right. A little bit
like, what?
Yeah, so sometimes we just do what we want.
Yeah. We've learned to
and
just
hope
do
that they go, yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
Belle and the Boombox. What's the best way?
Hey, Belle and the Boombox! Oh, she's one of our followers. We love Belle. Hey,
she's
Belle.
Great.
What's the best way to find approach vocalists with a view towards a collab?
Well,
Instagram's great. I mean, people see us DM all the
sliding
time.
into DMs. I don't hate Instagram. I'm just not very good at it. So Di does our Instagram, and yeah, that's a good way, Belle, just to slide into their DMs
and find out there. Because the good thing about Instagram as well, sometimes they have the contact bit. So like, there's an email address, or if there is an email address, then just do. Because even for us, we try to do everything via our manager. Yeah, to keep him in the loop. So use the way that they tell you to use.
A lot of people come to us through Instagram, don't they? And then we have to
we forward
pass them on to the boss.
But that detail is also on our contacts page as well. So
Belle, there's lots of ways to do that.
Social media is great.
Social media, look for their management, and just those who shout loudest, will be heard. So just keep doing it and don't give up. Keep sending those emails in. And if they don't reply, phone them up and breathe heavily down the phone.
I guess now they would go through your publishing company as well. They could go that way as well. Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can go through publishing companies. You just got to research what artists you want to work with and hit them up.
Do you get credited as the Melody Men?
Initially, no. Remember, we didn't used to get. We never used to get.
We're not often. No, we didn't.
No. Do they mean featuring?
Yeah,
because that's quite recent. We started getting featuring. Before, it was just the artist, and that was fine because we weren't trying to be artists, but people were using our vocals and not, giving us a feature.
We don't want to be a feature all the time on every track because it just get annoying. Yeah,
and we're not trying to be
featuring the Melody Men, featuring the Melody Men, and people get annoyed with that in the end,
But it has helped because people do know who we are, who's writing the songs.
It has helped now, definitely, because people are coming directly to us.
How do you pick which ones you do want to be featured on and don't want to be featured on?
That's a difficult thing, actually.
I don't know. It kind of just happens naturally because we sometimes just assume that we're going to be on there, and they will tell us, "Oh, you guys aren't going to be a feature on this one." And so if we're going to be really spoilt, we say, "Steve!" Yeah. But
oh, please!
I mean, eventually, it is more about the artist, so we try not to be too precious with that. As long as we're credited in the writers section, so people know that we wrote the song or we produced the song. That's very, very important for us because people do that, especially on Spotify when it gives you the credits and it tells you the writers. People do look for that, so it's important that we are credited there, if not anywhere else.
It makes us very, very cross when we don't get written.
Yes, because so many of the songs, some of them we're not credited on the writer's side. It's just the artist, which is frustrating. Because, like Lou said in the beginning, we do a lot of editing, we're writing it, we're vocaling it. We should get our fair dues.
That's a new feature though from Spotify, isn't it? Did things change when that started to happen?
We kind of started our Melody Men journey when that did start to happen. And that did start.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But the paperwork somehow doesn't go through sometimes. And so when the song does hit Spotify, it doesn't have the details that we've provided as us at the writers. So sometimes we have to go back to them. And also,
while we're talking about Spotify don't pay writers enough money and artists.
No,
it's
they don't.
An absolute travesty. It's really bad. I mean, it is bad. 0.01p a stream,
Yeah.
We're really, if we were selling singles in the 80s or 90s, we'd be retired by now, drinking pina colada somewhere on a nice beach.
But we're not. We're drinking water.
Well, yeah, we're drinking water and eting peanuts in our studio.
Yeah.
Talking to a man with sparkly balls.
Oh.
There you go.
We love you, Graham.
Thank you. Are you enjoying this interview? If you are, consider subscribing to us on YouTube. And if you want to watch them live, come and join us on Twitch. The link's below, twitch.tv/Graham Farmer. We have live interviews, A&R sessions, demo listening sessions. We get labels into signing records. Come and join us on Twitch. It's good fun. Let's jump back into the interview, though. Let's go. One question they've not actually asked in the chat, which I thought they'd ask by now, is what is your meal deal choice if you go and get a meal deal?
No, we don't. What do we get every time we're here?
Oh, I know. It's really sad, but no, it's not sad actually. It's quite good. You get chicken.
Tastes nice.
Chicken and chips from this place called.
There's a place called Rangos, which is a take on Nando's.
Oh yes, Rank, I love that.
But let me tell you, right? I don't even really like chips, but these chips, they're the best chips in the world, aren't they?
We feel like they're triple fried chips.
We think they must be triple fried, and they're really crispy on the outside and really fluffy on the inside. And they do this grilled chicken, which is,
it's so good.
She made the mistake of she wanted to get volcano hot flavour one day. I said, you're not getting that. I'm a lemon and herb max, right? So she said, I'll get medium then. So she got a salad with this chicken on it because we were trying to be a good girl day, no chips.
Yeah, no chips.
Yep.
It doesn't last. And she gets this medium chicken on her salad, and it was burny hot, but she ate it. She was eating like this. But she ate the whole lot.
They ate it.
I said to her, imagine if it had been volcano.
I know. But sometimes when they say it's hot, it's not hot. But that was hot. They stay true to their word.
So we love a bit of Rangos.
That's our meal of choice.
I love that.
That's probably our our sort of every time we're in the studio meal.
Yeah, but I do love a salad and coleslaw.
She loves salad. We love salad, but she can eat salad out the bag. It's a bit strange.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I do love salad.
I do like coleslaw. That's
we love coleslaw.
We should get an award for that then. All these awards we could potentially get.
Award.
Coleslaw
salad
award.
And coleslaw award.
What else is there? Any more questions? If not, we'll play another track. Another track.
Yeah, let's have a party.
Right, what show you have now?
We should go for Raindance, we was going to say.
Yeah, we really like this track. And,
our friends Tough Love.
Yeah, we wrote it with Tough Love, who
I love Tough Love.
We've known Alex for years, and they are so lovely, aren't they, Alex and Steph? And
yes.
Become good friends
two
now.
of the best guys in the business.
There you go. Let's play that.
You like this? It makes me feel like I'm on holiday, this song.
Yes, so that's the vibe we want to bring.
And that's how I really want to be right now.
Sam Lucas is going to be blasting that in the car later. Surround sound's here. How you doing, dude?
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for coming in.
Is Loz listening? Loz, are you listening?
Loz is bored by now.
Loz has gone away.
Loz is this. I was going to get him to get you an award. Loz, if you go to my office in the office and go on,
we're going to get an award.
For what?
Yeah, for what?
If you go to the office on the windowsill. There's some awards.
There's some awards. Like, see,
he's got some
Graham's
awards.
got awards.
Yeah.
They're from the pound shop, but they'll be.
You know what? I'm going to go to the pound shop and get an award.
That's all we need to do. Go to the pound shop.
Yeah, and then put it on our.
Present it to you, or we get someone we know that's famous. You know, like I know a mayor. I'll get a mayor to present you with an award.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's called Rupert. He's actually called Rupert, my friend, and he's a mayor. Rupert the mayor.
Well, I want us both to win an award.
Which we've got you won, but no one cares. we've
No
got
one cares.
you won. You no one cares. We've got this guy.
Is that Oscar?
What's that? That's
No, he's just a stander. And then we've got the ultimate.
Oh, not that one, Graham. I don't want that one now.
But we've got some awards.
I'll have the first one, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the
no one cares.
you are the Wii champion, the world champion for nobody caring.
Yeah.
Pass it sideways and pretend to grab it.
There you go.
Pass it sideways. Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks. Thank you for that award, finally.
Stupid. Oh, I love that.
Thank you so much.
Is that Loz, or have you just got have you got three
really
arms?
long arms.
I've got really long arms. So we'll keep that there. That's your world champion. There you go.
Oh,
Thank you.
So excited.
About bloody time.
Yeah.
That I won an award.
Enough with the award now.
She's tired of hearing
until
about.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Libs asks, have the Melody Men ever released a vocal sample pack, or are they only plans to in the future?
Yes, we have.
We have. It's
on Loop Masters.
It's on Loop Masters. Yeah.
We have a vocal sample pack on Loop Masters called
Killer
Club Hooks.
Killer Club Hooks.
So you can get that now on Loop Masters, available, and I think it's on offer.
Is it? How dare it be on offer?
Well, for the summer. But you know what? I think during COVID, because so many producers were at home,
yeah,
there was quite a lot of offers. Anyway,
we should
it's
do
not
another.
It's not just ours that's on offer.
Yeah, it's just this in the basement bucket.
It's really good.
It is brilliant.
It's got raps on there.
Fab.
It's got singing on there.
Yeah,
it's got different voices on there that we do.
Yeah, I was just thinking we should do that again, but it takes so much time up.
Yeah, well,
actually, Diet has some vocal packs on her company as well.
Yes, I did a vocal
big
pack
up her company, Sound Vocality.
Vocality.
Oh,
so
nice.
She's got some great vocal packs with some.
I did a Bollywood Indian one. If you like Indian vocals,
yeah,
that's cool.
Shout out to my Bollywood crew.
Yeah.
And a gospel one.
Yeah.
And a female.
Yeah.
R&B one.
So that's another little vocal pack by Dana Fearon. But the main one is the Melody Men.
The main one is the Melody Men. And that's on Loop Masters.
That's on Loop Masters.
And it's on offer. So
yeah.
We'll find the link in a minute.
Super Tings all round.
What are your favourite bits of kit for vocals, hardware and software?
Ooh, hardware. I use the Apollo at home.
Yeah, you use Apollo.
I like the Apollo Twin at home. We do use RME in the studio.
Oh, we use an RME in the studio.
We've had that
Nyman mics, preferably.
Although, condenser mic.
You know what? I've got this little Rode at home that I've got in my home studio. It's great, the Rode mic, and it came in a pack with a stand and a pop shield. To me, because vocals are my favourite thing to do, it is good to have a great quality mic, but you know, there's been lots of songs that have been recorded on pretty not the right mics. I think what's that song by Kylie Minogue? La 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 la.
I can't get you out of my head.
That was recorded on an SM58, which is not even the right. It's not a condenser mic. So, and the vocals on that sound great. I think it's what you do with them. My favourite bit of plugin is Melodyne, which is a very naughty thing that you can tune people's voices when they can't sing. Yeah. Which is used a lot. Well, we shouldn't really tell people that, but it is used a lot. Everybody uses it.
Yeah. The one thing I like about the Apollo though is that gives you the hardware and the software.
Yeah.
So and they've got some really good compressors, really good reverb, which I use. The Waves plugins are really good as well.
Waves is great.
And for production, I like the Machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
The little
Dies on Fire
machine.
on the Machine.
So
nice.
It's just a combination of things, isn't it? It's like what works for you. You know, we also like loops as well.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
like
know it's
using
like
Interlude.
the bad thing to do.
Shh.
Yeah, in production, but it just makes the process a lot quicker. And then
Yeah.
production-wise, when we get ideas down, and then we go back and
You
we
can
build
start with a loop and then
chop
you
'em
add
up.
your own stuff
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But definitely for vocals, anyone who's got a little home studio, I should really get a phone up Rode and tell them I want sponsoring now. But yeah, Rode mic.
Which one is it? Because they're asking which one it is.
It's the NT1. So you can get the package. So it comes with I think it comes with the stand and the
pop shield.
But it's a perfectly good condenser mic for home. I mean, actually, we've recorded vocals on. I've recorded vocals on that have been on major tracks.
With the mic that we use,
it's a Neumann, that, isn't it?
That's a Neumann.
I mean, they're expensive, aren't they? But I mean, we got a deal, I think, did we, with that? Was it a second-hand one we got? Yeah, we got a second-hand one. But but you can get a perfectly good, reasonably priced microphone in the Rode NT1 for home use. And as I say to you, there's a couple of our tracks that have got. I think the track "Go High" I recorded that on the NT1. Go high, you got me so high.
So high, yeah.
Yeah, I recorded that on the NT1. Yeah, so it's about what you. For me, it's about what you do with the vocal afterwards.
Yeah, because we know so many people that have got so much stuff and equipment, and they don't know what to do with it,
or they don't use it.
Music doesn't sound any better. When there's people that are using FL Studio still, these kids, and they're just great. It sounds fantastic. So
I think, it's not how big your keyboard is what you do with it.
Basically.
How you manipulate sound. You haven't got to have, I mean, it is, if it's your passion, I understand it. Like Mason's got hundreds of
his studio's mental.
Quirky keyboards, but and it's great if that's your thing. For us, we don't need it. We just manipulate the sounds that we use to how we want them. So you haven't got to have a shed load of stuff.
Ashton, I was just looking on Google, like who for good mics. Ashton do great mics as well, and they're a British company.
Aston microphones.
Aston, yes, they're a British company. They do like the big ones, the small ones, and they've got a different price range as well. And their mics are really cool.
Yeah, condenser.
So
mics,
that would be a good one as well to start off with. Microphone wise, software wise, we use Logic.
Yeah.
But Ableton is amazing. Like their algorithms are really good, but they use more for live music.
Yeah, a lot of DJs use them, don't
and
they? Use
Ableton. Ableton with your DJ set as well. But for production and vocals, we use Logic. I think did you start on Cubase as well?
I started on Cubase.
Yeah, I started on Cubase.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I started on Cubase, and then we moved to Logic.
Yeah.
And
some, James uses Cubase still.
Yeah. Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Yes, a lot of people still use Cubase.
Still.
Yeah, but so we use that, and we just use various plugins, and we use CLA, which is a nice quick plugin.
Great plug-in for we can use it on vocals. You can use it on guitars.
It's got a nice quick preset if you're looking for something quick. The presets,
and you can always play with presets. You get a preset and then you take the treble down a bit, or take the bass, or change the compression. You don't have to have exactly that if you're working with presets.
And also understanding what
what
a compression does, what a EQ does, what a filter does, because you can get all these plugins
and not understand them.
Yeah, and then there's some plugins already in Logic that do exactly the same thing. You just have to learn how to tweak it to get the sound. And
usually wherever you get the plugin from, they normally have great tutorials as well. I mean,
YouTube is great for tutorials.
YouTube's great.
Use it all the time.
But also watching other people. That's how I learned editing vocals, definitely. Just through having a mentor, just working in a studio and kept going in and looking over their shoulder and watching what they do.
Yeah.
I think that's gone a bit, have it learning from your elders, because so many people have got studios at home.
They think they can produce, but they don't.
Yeah.
Not that they think, because the creative ideas are definitely there. But when it comes to the mixing side of things, the mix sounds quite muddy.
Yeah.
It's not the same as how they hear it in their studio when they actually present it to you to hear.
The other important thing, as we were saying earlier, is, if you're listening to mixes, listen on all sorts of things, including
Headphones,
earphones, infphones, because that's what everybody listens to now, or the kids do. You know, so you've got to listen on different things.
Skeleton Keys asks, have you got any tips for mic positioning for different styles of vocals?
No, just make sure. One thing I would say is make sure that you, because we've made this mistake, sing at the front of the mic and not the back of the mic.
I can't believe you told him that.
No, but only because sometimes, I don't know, depending on the pop shield that you use, because we use the chaotic eyeball.
Oh, I hate
one.
that bloody thing.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but
is that what it's called? A chaotic eyeball?
Or maybe it's not.
It's like a disease.
Oh no! I've come down with the chaotic eyeball. I've got to stay at home today.
That is so funny.
It's like looking the wrong way.
But what Di's gonna say is just like, makes me cringe.
I'll bring the mic in a minute just so that you can see. But it's in this little
eyeball
thing,
right.
which is quite popular now. And kind of protects the sound and all that interference, and just focuses on the mic.
It's
but
like
we had the mic for so long on the wrong way round. It's like, why is our vocals sounding so?
They sound really dull. The vocals. What's going on?
But we didn't know.
Because the eyeball covers it all up. So you can't see.
So that's a good one. Make sure you sing
make sure you got your mic round the right way. But as for positioning,
classic mistake.
I think, if you've just got one of those big belty singers, occasional bit of mic control is the way forward. Pulling the head back slightly.
Depends on
making
your voice.
sure they're not peaking on your audio interface. But not as in positioning. No.
There's no standard position for all singers. It's just based on what your voice is, like you said, whether you're a big singer or someone that's really
know how
small.
to control it a bit more.
Yeah, and then you got to check gain levels and all that. Because sometimes we found, even myself as a singer, whereas your voice is warming up, it gets louder and louder. So you might start off really close and soft, and then as the song progresses to the chorus or whatever,
and with your gain up, and then you might have to be turned down your recording level because you're getting louder as the more confident you get.
Yeah. So,
I've had that problem.
So.
I sit back and then I sit forward, and my editor's like, you need to sit in the same place all the time, otherwise your bloody voice is sometimes.
Yeah.
See, for speaking, 100%. Yeah, you've got to be, because editing that is just a problem. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, but he does. I feel sorry for him.
Can you tune Vox direct in Logic without Flex with Flex without Melodyne?
You could tune
Flex pitch without Melodyne.
You don't need Melodyne. You can just use Flex pitch, but my preference is Melodyne. Flex has a bit glitchy every now and then for me.
Yeah, I mean, I use Flex pitch. Lou uses Melodyne. Yeah, sometimes it can be quite glitchy.
A little bit glitchy.
Sometimes Logic can just be very glitchy when you use it with other plugins. It's just very one of those things, as we call it, the Logic Ghost.
Logic Ghost.
It just does its own thing sometimes, especially if you've got lots of other plugins and running. Bits and pieces running. It can be quite glitchy, but just use whatever works for you. I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do things. You just got to make sure you know what you're doing.
We'll play another record. What should we play next?
Oh, do you want to? Should we play the one that was recorded on the NT1?
Go for it.
It's our newest track.
Oh yes, it's the newest one as well.
Yeah,
as Lou's just said. It's just been played by.
Was it Alesso just played this? Added this on his playlist, so we were quite happy about that. Alesso.
Called So High, yes.
We'll play this.
You got me so high, I don't wanna come down.
There we go. So that was Gorp and Melody Men. So High. That was sick.
Yeah, that's our newest track.
We love that. Yeah, he smashed it, didn't he?
Smashed it.
He's been on. Yeah, he's a great producer. So so tell me about that collaboration. How did that work, and how did that? Let's talk about that record, and then you can tell us about your eyeball.
So Steve sent us a track from him and said, "Have a go at writing on it," and we did, and that's what came up. But that's the one that recorded on the NT1. So it's a very cheap mic for very good. It's good.
Do you sometimes pick different mics depending on the kind of what you're trying to achieve at the end, or is it all in the processing afterwards?
I'd really love to say, yeah, we've got loads. We've got them all racked up in a cupboard at the back. But no, we don't. We've got
have a lot of software.
We've got lots of software.
More software. But last time we had a lot of hardware and a lot of software actually. But this time we've kind of stripped back and had more software and less. We've got some hardware kind of split between our studios because we've got our studios at home. And but when we're here, we just keep it basic so that we can kind of.
It's pretty basic.
Just
it's
get
about
creative.
For me and Di, I think it's manipulating sound. That's I love weird things like the colour on reverbs and those little things that people think they don't hear, but they do hear
make
them,
a difference,
and they make a difference to a track.
So I just wanted to show you the eyeball.
Here it is.
Oh.
Hi, eyeball.
Hi.
Hence why you couldn't, if you're not careful when you're taking it from one venue to the next, or one room to the next, you can get your microphone around the wrong way and not know because it's all covered up in the ball.
And this is the mic that we use.
And it's really wobbly. I can't bear it.
Well, it's wobbly because of the way it's sitting on the on this.
What's
not
what's
wobbly.
Sorry for what's the benefit of the eyeball? Sorry for being stupid.
Oh, it's not stupid.
No, it's a good question.
It's just basically so you're not getting all that horrible any sound
noise
around it, room noise. If you're singing p or f in a song, you don't get all that sound. That's what it's basically. It's like a big mother of a pop shield.
Skeleton Key says, "How was the distortion done on that vocal on the Gorp track on So High?"
What was the distortion done?
How
Gorp did that.
No,
Gorp did it.
We sent it off with distortion on it.
No, he did the bit. He chopped up.
I did the chops.
Yeah. So
I think we sent it with distortion. It was just the basic distortion on Logic.
Yeah. But he's done some extra. We don't want to.
No.
Yeah. He did do some.
He did the EQing and reverbs and the chops and the playing. But we do that as well. But
I feel we're going to need to press the applause and the Ray Fawn and the Hulk smash again in a minute because you've just got synced for Google, which is huge. So tell me about that.
So that was a track called Room Shaker. Okay, are we going to get the Hulk smash in the thing now then?
Oh, you want it before you tell him?
Yeah, go on.
Tell me that you can if you want it now. So you got synced for Google. Let's have the applause.
Woo!
And you can have the red one.
I like that.
I feel like I've got an award.
And here's another award.
Oh my god! See?
How did that happen?
Well, that happened. Well, Mason again. It's another one with Mason.
Crazy Dutch DJ.
So we've had we've had so many syncs with Mason now.
Yeah.
But he was one of the first DJs that took one of our tracks. A track called Rhino.
He was the first.
The very first one.
That's how Steve then became our manager.
Yes, yeah. So Mason was the foundation of everything.
Yeah. So Steve was managing Mason. Steve sent this track called Rhino, which is a bit bonkers, off to someone we knew, who then sent it on to us. Then we wrote on that, and then Steve loved what we did on it so much that he started to be quite interested in us. And do you know what? That man has believed in us from the beginning.
Yeah,
and
100%.
He immediately said, "I want to manage these girls," and he asked us, and we said, "Yeah, go on then."
Yeah, and
so we had Rhino with Mason, and then we
had another track called Dance Shake Move, which is the successful one with Colgate and Boots.
Boots, Vodaphone.
Stella McCartney. And then we had another one. We've had quite a few actually, but I can't remember them all.
No,
because
that's all we've
some haven't come out yet. Some we're still kind of working with him on.
Oh yeah, we're working on a great project with him, but it's hush hush.
Yes.
So this one is
Room Shaker. And it was literally just, he's got this really great work ethic, which we've kind of adopted as well, where he won't spend like a typical producer would spend like a day or two on one song, finessing that one song and then moving on to the next one. He has like a whole batch of instrumentals and he'll just get you to vocal little ideas,
you know, he's got
on each one.
Tracks that aren't complete but just ideas, and he has loads of them.
So by the end of his day he's got like 15 songs. By the end of the week he's got bloody God knows whatever else, and then he'll pick the ones that he'll work on. And it kind of works a great work ethic, and we kind of like taken that style on. So he literally just flung me in the studio booth and was like, we were just saying anything, weren't we? We were saying all kind of stuff.
Room Shaker!
And and then he just came out with Room Shaker, and his publisher...
Tell him about the studio. How amazing that place was.
Oh, so he took us to the studio called one of my favourite studios now, Orcs Studios.
Is it Orcs? Mm-hmm. Is it called Orcs?
It's called Orcs Studios.
It's the coolest place. They
and
used
it looks like
read Jackanory there.
Yeah.
So it's got all these like books.
I think it's got, making me doubt. It is Orcs Studios. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all red in there. It's just really cosy, and it's got.
It looks like a Hobbit, a place where
the hobbits should live there, and little people should be running around and. It's just great. It's a really cool space. Weird little place. And so we met him there to do this big session of all sorts of tracks. And that's how Room Shaker came around. Yeah.
And so that's what got taken for
it's Google
Pixel. Yeah. And that was via his publishing company, Downtown.
Yeah, that was through Downtown.
Yeah. And they've been great. They've been great with the syncs as well, getting us stuff.
Just for those that might not know, sync. So basically, they take your music the track for adverts or apps or movies and things like that. Is that right?
That's it. Yeah, yes. It's synchronization. So synchronizing with TV adverts, syncing music with TV adverts or films or TV programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew we were doing good when we got a tune on Towie.
Oh God, that was amazing. It was so nice because
actually we got on a Big Brother, didn't we? It was Dance Shake Move. They were exercising.
Yeah, we have.
To it.
Oh yes.
It's a song of Big Brother.
Yeah, they were exercising.
Not that I watched Big Brother.
Do you know what?
Not that I watch Big Brother.
On a personal level, it's been so nice to see our songs just on normal TV, just in people's houses, because a lot of our families just think, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, my mum thinks
music. But then when all of a sudden it's on the Colgate ad and it's you're doing quite well, then aren't you? It's quite a it's going somewhere.
Nice, yeah, because although my mum did say to me once when I said to her, I've got a song on the Boots ad, Mum, and she said, well, I wouldn't call it a song.
I mean, we can't please some people, but
amazing.
The rest of the family is supportive.
Yeah. Well, she's old.
Yeah. She loves me really.
She loves me really.
So that's on the Google Pixel. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mental.
We can play that one, I guess. That is mad. That is a big mad song.
And then that comes through the publishing company. So that's, I guess, it's again important to have publishing, and again for those artists that are in the chat, sort your publishing out. I keep trying to drum it home to them, and just keep drumming it into them.
Try and always register your stuff. It's a pain in the butt. Fortunately, we don't have to register our own stuff because
we did have to do before.
I'm rubbish
before
at
we
that.
even done.
I know, but I hate all that stuff.
But that's the thing with a lot of creative people. They hate that admin. They hate paperwork. You just want to be in the studio making great music, and the business side of it is, just kind of gets pushed to one side. But you're not going to make your money. You're losing out on money. You're losing out on PPL. You're losing out on MCPS. You're losing out on PRS. If you don't get those things together, your revenue streams, you're just making bedroom music.
Yeah.
So, if you want to make money,
You want to try and make money, and the more pennies, you know, because some of these things are pennies, but pennies make pounds, and the more pennies you've got out there, the more songs you've got out there, the more pennies add up to pounds.
And I guess this track with Mason came out a while ago. Is that right?
Yeah, it did. It came out 2017 or 18. A while ago, yeah, Room Shaker, yeah. Came out a while ago. But he's now doing another new EP. Yeah, we're not saying the name, but we're working on him. We're working on that with him.
He's got this great project idea, which we're not allowed to tell you what it is, but it's quirky.
I'll text him and ask later.
It's quirky.
Just
it's brilliant.
Tickle his feet. He'll give it up.
It's bonkers, and he's just really clever. I really admire him actually because
he's got a really good work ethic as well. Because he DJs, he has a good ear,
and he doesn't follow the route. You know, he goes off the route a little bit, which is great. If you get a chance to watch some of his Instagram videos, he's really funny as well. He comes up with some really funny. There's the track that he had out in lockdown.
Yeah, it's got a really good track.
He filmed it in his house, I think.
Yeah, it's a really great video.
It's quite funny.
And even the Dance Shake Move one he paid for everything. Yeah, that's a really cool video as well.
Yeah, he had that. Yeah, because
Loosen Up. That's the one I was thinking of.
That's it. Loosen Up.
Loosen Up.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was helping him with his social media during that lockdown period. So I know that video well.
Oh yeah, Loosen Up with the fish.
It reminds me of like Finding Nemo. And SpongeBob. Yeah, go on.
So I don't know if Mason mind me saying this, but that's me singing when I was a little bit drunk on vodka, singing really high. And I told someone that the other day, and they said, "Oh my God, I'm never going to be able to listen to that song again in the same way."
How does it work with the two? Because obviously there's two of you. Do you both sing on vocals, or do you on each track, or do you pick which one? Who's going to sing on what, or just you have one vocal that works? One of your voices work better for certain things, and how's that work?
That one. If my voice is quite, I don't know.
It's very adaptable, though. I think we're both
tweak it.
Really adaptable. We can mimic as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, we don't want people to know it's us, so we mimic other voices.
But we are trying to be more true to our voices now. Yeah. So it'd be more. It could be either more gospel, more R&B, more commercial, or the rap voice, a ragga voice. It depends on what we get, what brief we get, and what they're looking for. Because if they're looking for, because they usually, like Lou said in the beginning, they would send us a reference. So they might send us something and say, oh, they want
an indie voice, or they want an R&B voice,
or they want just a hook rap, and they might even send us one of our own tracks and say, oh, could you do what you did for this guy? Could you do it for me? So whoever's voice was on that, then
we don't fight. I don't pull her hair. She gets more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very civil.
We're very civil.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to bribe with peanuts.
Yeah, so. Just bribe her with peanuts. And promises of awards.
Yes.
Well, she's got one now. She's got the award for winning nothing. She's got the award.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's play. We can play Dance Stick Move. So let's jump back into there. Here we go. Right, that was Dance Shake Move.
That was Dance Shake Move. So,
Belle and the Boomboxer, they didn't realise that was you.
Yeah.
Tay.
Tay.
Chemical Brothers vibes on that. It says Skeleton Keys.
Nice.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Wicked. I think that's it. I think we're there. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It's been absolutely hilarious.
Thank you so much for having us. You probably won't have us again, but we really...
Oh, no,
had
anytime.
Such a nice time.
Anytime you can come back on. It's hilarious. Let's do it again.
We come back when we've got an award.
Yes, Graham, we are coming back when we have an award.
Okay. Come to the shed and
yes.
do it live.
And pick up my Nobody Cares award.
Pick up your Nobody Cares award.
You've won, but nobody cares.
Yeah. And can I have one of your sparkly balls?
Why do you keep saying sparkly balls?
I like sparkly balls. I'd like us to have one in here.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
lacking. It's lacking.
Anyway, Graham,
thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you to all the team there.
thanks,
And
guys.
everybody.
Thanks for having us.
You've really go and have a lie down now. Go and have a lie down.
What was your biggest takeaway from that video? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you get out of these videos. I'd love to know which part of the interview you liked or the content you liked. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be in them with you. I'll be chatting to you in the comments. I'd love to build this community on YouTube. If you're not a subscriber, which I know loads of you aren't, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always unsubscribe anyway. Again, I'd love to build this community on YouTube. If you want to watch these interviews live, we do them on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So come and join us on Twitch. Be part of the OGs in the chat. We have great fun. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit silly. But we also get loads of great content. Come and join us live on Twitch. Again, the link's below. And finally, do you want to join our networking server with other artists, DJs and producers? We do this on Discord. It's a great platform, Discord. I absolutely love it. It's like the old school forums. I really enjoy it. Come and join us on my Discord server. Again, the link's below. I'd love to see you in there. Say hello. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this interview. And I'll see you in the next video or live stream. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.